Here's why iPhones don't use USB-C and probably never will. Now, many people are wondering why Apple doesn't use USB-C on their iPhones, because back when the first iMac was released, Apple was the first company to use USB-A, which still leaves many people wondering why hasn't Apple adopted USB-C. Now, this all started back in 2012 when Apple, Samsung, Intel, and Microsoft were working on USB-C. At the same time, Apple was working on developing their iPhone 5, which they were trying to make 12% smaller in volume. In order to do that, you needed a smaller port. However, USB-C at the time was still about 2 years away from full development, which meant that Apple had two options. They could use the same 30-pin connector, or they could create their own proprietary port. And as many of you know, Apple went with creating their own proprietary port. Here we have Lightning, which in my opinion is a pretty outdated connector because it's already 8 years old. Fast forward 2 years, Apple introduces a new iPhone, the iPhone 6s and the 6s Plus, and USB-C was finally available, which, by the way, yes, this has no screen. I still don't have a screen or a battery for this phone. Still off topic. But anyway, let's continue. Now, when Apple switched to Lightning, it infuriated many people because they could no longer use the accessories that previously came with their iPhone. This puts Apple in yet another dilemma. Apple really only has two options. They could continue using Lightning, or they could switch to USB-C and infuriate a lot of people yet again. Apple chose to go with Lightning. And because Apple went with Lightning and made that decision, it pretty much plagued all iPhone accessories and many Apple products for years to come. Because you see what happened in 2016, Apple released the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, where they removed the headphone jack. In my opinion, this is where Apple messed up. They released AirPods alongside of it, which these are the second gen, which are pretty much the same thing. But the biggest problem is they had Lightning. So that means Apple has to continue using Lightning. So with the release of all the future iPhones and AirPods, including the AirPods Pro and AirPods Max, Apple had to continue using Lightning. At this point, iPhones had basically developed their own ecosystem, apart from the iPads and Macs. Macs slowly started using USB-C back in 2015. And then when 2018 rolled along, Apple slowly started developing USB-C for their iPads. So yeah, we basically have two separate ecosystems. We have the Macs and iPads, which are basically the same because Apple considers the iPads computer replacement. We have the iPhones with their accessories. So yeah, since Apple's this far along with Lightning, they really can't discontinue it. So this year's iPhones, hate to break it to you, many of you probably already know anyway, no USB-C, and if I'm being honest with you, there's probably never going to be USB-C found in an iPhone. Apple is said to go portless before they go USB-C, which actually, if you go back a few months, way back, I made a video about it. They could borrow the smart connector or a new form of MagSafe instead of the Lightning port, but we're not really sure about that yet. However, I do think it will be happening within the next 2 or 3 years, along with the MagSafe that we have now, but upgraded. Well, you made it this far. Congratulations. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this answered your question. If it did, please drop a like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss one of my newest videos. But yeah, unfortunately, Apple will never be going USB-C, and I think this wraps up today's video. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Peace.